Good evening, friends. Tonight, I want to bring you a story that is stirring hearts and raising serious questions across the nation. It's emotional, it's urgent, and it challenges the very foundations of our democracy. A federal judge has just ordered the release of Rümeysa Öztürk, a PhD student from Tufts University who's been held in a Louisiana immigration detention center for more than 6 weeks. Why was she detained? According to the government, because she wrote an article critical of Tufts' position on Israel and Gaza. Yes, you heard that right. Her only apparent offense was speaking out. Let's walk through how this all unfolded. On March 25th, Rümeysa was arrested right outside her apartment in Somerville, Massachusetts by masked federal immigration agents. No charges, no warning, just handcuffs and confusion. Video of her arrest spread quickly online and triggered immediate outrage. Öztürk, a Turkish national on a valid student visa, had co-authored an op-ed, and that, it seems, was enough to make her a target. At the heart of this case is a single powerful question. Is this about national security, or is this an attack on free speech? Civil rights organizations like the ACLU are stepping in, saying this is federal overreach at its worst. They believe her arrest sends a chilling message to every international student, scholar, and immigrant that speaking out could get you silenced or deported. And while all this was unfolding legally, Rümeysa was suffering physically. Appearing via video from her detention cell, she told the judge she's had 12 asthma attacks since being taken into custody, triggered by stress, poor air quality, and chemical exposure. During the hearing, she had another attack and had to briefly leave the room to take medication. She was weak, but still determined to speak her truth. Medical experts backed her up. A doctor from Massachusetts General Hospital testified that her asthma is now poorly controlled and deteriorating rapidly. Judge William K. Sessions III didn't hold back in his response. He called the government's actions a serious threat to free speech and warned that her detention could intimidate millions of non-citizens across the U.S. What's also important to understand is how the legal battle shifted. The Trump administration initially pushed to keep the case confined to Louisiana, far from Rümeysa's legal resources and academic community. But the Second Circuit Court stepped in, rerouting the proceedings to Vermont and demanding her transfer by May 14th. That move alone was a huge turning point. Meanwhile, the public has not been silent. In stormy weather outside the Louisiana ICE facility, dozens of people stood in solidarity with Rümeysa, students, union workers, and community members. They held up signs that read, "Free Rümeysa, free speech for all," as barbed wire and guard towers loomed in the background. But let's zoom out. This isn't just about one woman. This is part of a larger federal push to crack down on what's being labeled anti-Semitism on college campuses. That includes canceling visas, threatening federal funding, and putting academic freedom under a microscope. Öztürk's arrest may be the most visible example yet of what some are calling an attack on student activism and dissent. So what's next? Although she's been released, Rümeysa still faces removal proceedings. Her legal team is pushing back hard, demanding accountability, transparency, and above all, justice. For now, she may be heading back to Tufts housing, but make no mistake, her fight is far from over. Let me close with this. This isn't just her story. It's a moment of reckoning for all of us. Because if a peaceful student can be taken from her home, locked away for writing an article, who's next? Judge Sessions called it a threat to free speech, and I think he's right. We are at a crossroads as a country, where we must decide whether we will stand by the Constitution or allow fear and power to silence the very voices that make democracy work. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm Linda Caleb, and this is NewsXstream. We'll continue to follow this story because truth matters and you deserve to know it. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay informed.